This is the story of how we got miraculously healed by ancient healers in the middle of the Andes Mountains and returned to find $10,000 sitting in our wallet. These Kallawaya doctors were known to be the natural healers of the Inca royalty in the 13th century.
The Kallawayas know hundreds of different plants and frequently travel throughout Latin America to heal people. Since we were super fascinated by their deep knowledge of medicinal plants, we contacted a local guide, Juan, who would bring us to their village 8 hours away from La Paz to experience the Kallawaya's healing wisdom.
When we arrived, we found one of the Kallawaya doctors, and it was instantly time for us to try out their natural ways of healing. Before we get into the video, our goal is to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of June, so please help us hit the subscribe button as well as the like button.
So today is a very special day. Naomi has a healing session with one of the Kallawaya doctors.
I have had an injured hip for 1 year now, and it hurts when I'm walking, when I'm sleeping, and we tried the traditional way in modern medicine. So we went to a doctor, got an injection, and I fainted.
She straight up fainted on the floor.
Personally, if I had the chance, I would definitely go for the natural way, because anything that's so invasive is questionable and should be questioned. And then I tried chiropractic and I went for 10 sessions and my hip still hurts and there's nothing that can help it. So now we're here and we are going to do a session with a natural healer, hoping that he can finally heal me.
And so right now we're walking to his garden. We're gonna get some plants. We have no idea what the concoction is gonna be for the healing session.
His house is in front, crossing the river. It's in front of there.
Wow, look how beautiful this is.
Yeah. Yeah, this is some kind of plant that's called salvia. They use for your joints. And after cover all your knee.
Día siguiente la empiezo. Liviani.
Muy joven.
Yeah.
So right now, us and the Kallawaya doctor are on the lookout for the plant that he will use to heal Naomi's hip.
Esta es la chofricolla.
Chofricolla, this is for her. He needs more, so we're gonna go to other area to pick up more.
So we finally found the plants that we're gonna be using on my hip tonight, and it literally took us an hour to get here to find this plant on the other side of the mountain.
How many plants does he use to heal people on a regular basis?
800 plantas. Ahí trae bastante.
How do the Kallawayas have the wisdom to know which plant does which healing?
Tantos abuelos, tatarabuelos sabían curar y tampoco, como te digo, no me hacen nada. Por mí, por cielo me viene. Bueno, poquita, pienso, la oración empiezo a rezar. Ya, vamos, ahí sí está. Ya, esto es.
Are you interested in modern medicine at all?
Farmacia, medicina, farmacia ni para dolor de cabeza, ni café, aspirina, no, para nada, nada.
Gracias. ¿Vamos?
Everywhere we walk, he's stopping and showing us a plant that's used for like a medicinal purpose. It's like a big pharmacy, this whole entire area. All right, now we're going back up the mountain. And this mountain is straight up. And I'm so impressed by our 62-year-old healer here. He has no problem going up this mountain every single day. I'm out of breath. Naomi, how's your hip feeling as you're walking up this mountain?
I definitely feel my hip hurting, so I'm looking forward to the treatment tonight.
Granulada.
We've have no idea what he's doing right now. All we know is that he's here to heal me, and this method looks so DIY. I absolutely love it. He like brings his pot over in a fabric and he's gonna put it on my hip.
So it seems like the secret magic formula for this healing potion here is the plant.
Exactly.
So what does this plant do?
Tiene vitamina para... es movida de repente, al caer puede mover.
This is so interesting. To me, it feels like a warm fabric. It's incredible how this is supposedly able to heal you just by applying the fabric with the plant water on it. That's incredible. I'm so excited to see how this goes.
One thing that's very interesting to notice is he's chewing coca leaves while performing his healing method.
Because that make him more focused, you know, in his job now.
Feels so soothing.
Okay, now it's already end, and now you have to be inside the bed.
Well, that was fast. The plant already did its work.
That was so quick. He did it 3 times and that extracts my pain. So let's see how I feel during the night in my sleeping position and tomorrow. The next morning, we walked 2 hours to a nearby village to find another Kallawaya who would share a bit more about Kallawaya healing.
Tienen suerte de encontrarme aquí, porque yo ando mucho, voy viajando por Argentina, Chile, Lima, Cusco, casi por toda Sudamérica.
Ah, sí.
Sí, esta región es la más rica del mundo. Hay más de 900 especies de plantas medicinales.
If he has a message to the world.
Yo digo a la humanidad que dejemos de contaminar. 50, 100 años, ¿qué va a hacer de estos jóvenes? ¿Qué vamos a dejar? ¿Un planeta contaminado? ¿Un aire intoxicado? ¿Qué futuro hay? Un tiempo. Vender hasta aire. ¡Qué ridículo! ¡Qué ridículo!
He then did a coca leaf reading for us, which gives him insight into our health and general well-being, and if there's anything else the coca wants us to know at this point in time.
Hay que hacerles una ceremonia de limpia.
Alright, so right now we're leaving the Kallawaya doctor's village.
And we did a coca leaf reading, and it told us that we need to clean some bad vibes from the past, and that's what we're gonna do later when we come back.
So we have no idea what the ritual consists of. We're very curious and we want to release our bad vibes from the past for sure.
He was so wise. We're so excited.
Alright, we just arrived back to our master Kallawaya doctor's village and we have no idea what's to come.
Con esto les voy a amarrar del cuellito, de las manos, de los pies. Un momento fuerte, tal vez ha llorado, en un momento más triste que ha estado. Pensar en que todos esos malos recuerdos se vayan.
Left side, you have to chew the coke.
Y siempre mastiquen con el pensamiento de que dejar eso.
Alright, what do you know? He actually brought us to the river to do this ritual and we're gonna take off all of our clothes and jump into this freezing cold river.
And we're gonna cleanse all of our past bad energies and release these ropes from our hands to totally release those ties to the past. And we're gonna cleanse ourselves by jumping into this cold river.
Let's do this.
He boiled the plants that we blew our problems into and poured its warm water over us. Right after, he told us to jump into the freezing cold river and thoroughly rub our body clean to let the sacred water cleanse us.
Clean very well your body, all your parts, everything.
We get out and he hands us a rock. We blow 3 times onto it and then throw it overhead into the river to cleanse our past. After getting dressed, we inhale 96% alcohol, and then the Kallawaya blows tobacco on us to cleanse our spirit.
Back in the room, we turn 3 times anti-clockwise to reverse the past, whilst he cleanses us in Palo Santo. And voila, the cleanse is complete. The next morning, we meet up with 2 young Kallawayas that have been contracted by the government to make natural medicines for the community. They bring us to their lab where they manually make the plant medicines. How do they know the purpose of each plant?
Nosotros aprendemos de nuestros abuelos, de nuestros tatarabuelos. Por ejemplo, yo he aprendido de mi papá, de su abuelo, así. Es una herencia
Ancestral.
o sea,
Is there a book, or is it just talking about it?
They have to memorize every kind of knowledge they are getting from their ancestors.
So is there a plant for almost every single kind of sickness?
así,
Para todas las enfermedades.
sí.
So, do they have a hospital here for accidents?
So it seems that like they don't really touch modern medicine unless it's an extreme accident. Otherwise, they can heal it with plants.
So in that case, like, modern medicine is not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing when it comes to really, really intense and bad injuries and accidents, and that's where modern medicine can step in and help and save a person that would have probably died in the past.
People here still use modern medicine only in extreme cases.
And then all other chronic illnesses especially can be healed naturally. Woo! We made it back to La Paz, and when we arrived and first checked our phone, we were so shocked to find out that
We made $10,000 from our crypto investment. And it may be all thanks to the coca leaf reading. What did the coca leaf reading say?
You know, guys, Kallawaya was reading the coca leaves for them, you know, and he told me, oh my God, these guys are like getting rich very soon because they have a lot of money, you know, around them, you know, a lot of money.
La plata va a parar, el Señor le va a dar plata con calma.
I've heard of these stories before when it came to manifesting abundance, but this is the first time I've ever experienced it.
Same.
And all I can say is, guys, clean your bad energy.
For example, if you want to get rich, so just go with Kallawaya, you know, and clean everything.
Naomi, how does your hip feel after 1 month of the healing session?
It's pretty crazy because ever since we visited the Kallawaya, I actually haven't thought about my hip at all because it stopped hurting at some point, and I didn't even realize until Mar asked me, how is your hip doing? I'm like, I haven't even realized how it was doing because I didn't feel any pain anymore. And yesterday I could even do my first yoga class in 1 year.
So do you think it's the Kallawaya healing session that healed your hip, or what are you trying to say right now?
I don't know, like personally, we haven't done anything else in the meantime, so I really do think that might have been it that helped my hip.
What else could it have been?
Yeah, so even though we don't really know, there's nothing else that we did do. So I'm just really happy that my hip is back to normal because it was hurting me for a year.
So the thing is, for us, we absolutely love to live different lives all over the world, and we are well aware that going to a doctor's office or going to a pharmacy is definitely not the only way to heal, as we prove like these people heal in their own way, and that's what we wanted to experience.
And I don't believe that we know everything, you know? Like, just because we know one way of healing doesn't mean that's the only way of healing, and that's exactly the message that we're sharing with you guys in this video, is that there's so much to learn and so many different cultures that go about different things, and there's no right way. They all lead up to the same thing.
So there were actually a lot of things that the Kallawayas shared with us, like what they think about what's happening this year, what they think about the V, a lot of things that we just couldn't put on YouTube because it'd be censored. I'd like to know what he thinks about masks. But we still wanted this information that the Kallawayas share with us to be available to those of you that are curious. So we actually created a private video called Kallawayas Uncensored, and there's 2 ways to gain access to it. 1,
you can shout us out on Instagram on your story and tag us, and we'll give you access to this exclusive video. Or 2, you can also get our creator coin called We Are One Coin on rally.io, and the link is below. And that way you're supporting us and also giving back, and you get access to the exclusive video as well. So those are the 2 ways.
Why aren't you interested in modern medicine? Yeah, and it's kind of the quite opposite of what the mainstream media is saying. So
Don't give it away.
All right.
You'll have to check it out.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. And if you liked it, make sure to give it a little like button. Press it down there. And also, we're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of June. So if you want to support us and you like our videos, make sure to support us by hitting that subscribe button down there.
See you guys at our next adventure.